Welcome to a long overdue NECA video with stuff I picked up this summer. So we're gonna jump right into it. So at some point we found the Thermal Vision Target exclusive NECA Predator, which people were kind of hot for this for a while because I guess it was just like really rare, like it sold out like right away. And several weeks after that initial hype, I just kind of ran into it, and it's like, well, okay. I think it was one of the cheaper NECA figures too. I think it was only like 20 or so. And at the time I was seeing them for like 30, 40 on eBay, so it's like, hey, value. I am greatly in the minority apparently, but I actually like this movie. I thought it was okay. And so I'm kind of happy I picked it up before I had actually seen the film. Because I like this Predator. And I'm going to try to figure out a place to put it. Plus I got to meet Fred Decker and talk to him about it too. So yeah, it's kind of got some good memories in there for me, even though I know it wasn't most people's thing. But anyway, so San Diego Comic-Con happened, as it does every year, and NECA gave people an opportunity to buy some of their Comic-Con exclusives from their website. So it was kind of a mess, because I guess people... So they did it in like a 2 or 3 day event. I can't quite remember, because everything literally sold out like in the first 5 or 6 minutes they had it open. So I didn't bother checking. And then they announced, it's like, oh, well, it turns out most of those were people, most of those were bots buying multiples, so we're going to do it on another day. And I was able to get in on that day. However, it went live really late. They advertised this starting at, I think it was 2 is when they said it was going to go live. And so I was just sitting there refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and then at something like 2:45, incredibly late, the NECA store actually had the SDCC figures. So the one I was after was the Ninja Turtles Capture of Splinter set. It came with 2 foot soldiers, Shredder, and Splinter, and I really, really wanted that. That was all I cared about. That was all I was interested in. And it sold out while I was, checking out. So, damn it. However, I didn't want to just leave empty-handed after having put all that, effort into watching the site. So what I should have got was the Terminator 2 figure, the John Connor with a motorcycle. So a lot of people were really hot for that. But I just ended up getting a bunch of random stuff. And here it is. It's been in the box, kind of under my table, since, oh my god, maybe the middle of July. And I just was so busy this summer, I forgot about it. But without further stalling, so their SDCC It comes in this really nice, it's an Ultimate, and it comes in the standard Ultimate box, but it's really distinguished. So this is the Pennywise from the old archives, the illustrated Pennywise. And I'm not gonna open it. I'm not gonna take it out of here, but it's charcoal. It's Pennywise is a charcoal sketch, and it's actually a pretty cool looking figure. When I saw it on the site, I was like, what's the point of that? And then seeing it, it's like, oh wow, this is really cool. So I'm kind of happy I got it. I mean, I'm not gonna take it out of the box just because I have several Pennywises, and if I end up having to flip some of my collection after school, then this will probably fetch a pretty good return. But for now, I get to just display it like this and enjoy it because it is a gorgeous figure. I wish I could take it out of the box and show you guys more, but it's just so nice. One thing that was kind of annoying about this whole shipment is it just came in. This NECA stuff just came in a box with no real extra care put into the packaging, so the boxes on the figures from the shipment are kind of, you can see there's kind of a weird ridge there where it got bumped in some way or like packed funny, and like there are kind of some like dents on it. So not the most careful packaging, but you know, it's a totally sweet figure, and I'm happy to have it. And then the other things I got were so in the 90s there was Batman vs. Predator, which honestly pretty awesome, and Superman vs. Aliens. Like, they were these strange, like, DC Dark Horse crossovers that were actually pretty great. Like, I reread Batman vs. Predator because I had these coming, and it was so much. It was almost better than I remembered. Like, it was so cool. And so I guess NECA got permission to do like limited boxes of these. So we're gonna start with Superman versus Aliens. So one thing that's annoying about this though is, let me see if I can get it to. Okay, so in this spot, so there's an extra head for Superman with like a plug for like his heat vision. And there's a little heat vision thing in here that's supposed to be in this spot where it's like him like charging it up. It's basically just like his eyes glowing a little bit. And it's in here, but when I open this up, it's like loose, like it got out of its spot. And it's kind of... Can you hear that? It's in there somewhere, because when I was putting these on the table to... Oh, there it is. So, when I was putting it on the table, I saw it, like, fall out, and I was like, damn. And this is another thing that, you know, I'm not going to open, for the reason I said, you know, if I end up having to flip it, because these were actually pretty expensive. So, I think they were, like, 50 a piece. I think Pennywise was, like, standard ultimate price, thankfully. He was, like, 20-something. Low 20-something, which was nice. And then these bad boys were like 50 a piece, like they were not cheap. But anyway, so Superman actually looks pretty good. I think his face is more sculpted like in the comic art style, which is kind of why it looks a little funny. Oh, look at that glare. I don't know if you can see what I mean, but you know, he looks a little Dick Tracy film noir, kind of. But anyway, so he has an actual cloth cape, which is a nice touch. So he appears to have like all of the really nice articulation that they put into the Ultimates, and you know, stuff for like different poses or whatever. And then for the Alien, so I haven't gotten a chance to reread that series yet. Like, I'll probably do that. Actually, I'll probably do that after I finish this video. But I think their Alien looks fairly close to the design that they used for the Superman vs. Aliens series. Although, if you look really close at it, like, they basically just reused their Alien model from their AVP, I think the AVP-1, like, Alien series, because it seems like a lot of the Aliens have kind of mix and match parts that they just reshift together. But it's still a pretty cool set. Like, I hope I get to keep it. Fairly plain packaging though, so nothing on the sides, like just this is it. That's all you get. And then moving on to Batman vs. Predator, again, you know, nothing on the sides, it's just the two logos. But anyway, so this is the one I did read, and the Predator looks great. Like, he very closely resembles, like, his comic incarnation. So, and Batman's in, like, the power suit, so Batman gets pretty badly hurt fighting the Predator in the early issues. And so when they have like the final confrontation, like he has kind of like the suit he used against Superman. He's got like this power suit. So that's what Batman comes in, and he looks pretty good. He also has a cloth cape, which I didn't quite notice before. And this thing right here is, it has like this like visor that goes over it, so there's like a clear plastic dome that goes over Batman's face, which is a pretty nice, pretty good attention to detail. Is that a gun? I don't remember. Alfred uses a gun on the Predator, but I don't remember if Batman does. I think this is probably part of the suit in some way. I'm trying to remember exactly what that could be. I think I'm getting my plot lines confused because in one of there are 3 different installments of Batman vs. Predator. There's the first one, which I'm pretty sure this is based off of. There's Batman vs. Predator 2, which, oddly enough, I think the spear weapon is from Batman vs. Predator 2. And there's Batman vs. Predator 3, which has Robin involved, and it gets weird. So I think this Predator might be slightly an amalgamation, although the design of it, I am pretty confident it's just from the first issue of that. I'm getting kind of tired, sorry guys. And another nice touch is, so Alfred joins the fight against the Predator in the end of the first Batman vs. Predator, and they hit the Predator with a bat, and Batman comes with a freaking bat. And it's even got a little, I don't know if you can see it, it's even got a little bit of like green Predator blood on it, which, it's a fun time. So, yeah, I really wish I'd gotten the Splinter set, but, however, these are still pretty dang cool, and, you know, looking at them, at first I was kind of like, well, I mean, I guess I gotta get something, and so that's why I ordered these, even though I was, like, a big fan of both of those works, like, I wasn't all that excited about it, but now, you know, seeing them, and, like, seeing how good a job NECA did, it's like, I'm happy to have these. So, well, that does it for, the SDCC NECA collection. So, hopefully you had a good time. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back when we find more cool stuff.